Last summer, he engaged in a deviant crime spree, terrifying women who live close to Colorado College until he was arrested in January.
Tonight, we hear from one of his victims as an El Paso County judge issues his punishment. Good evening. I'm Heather Skoll.
And I'm Bart Bedsole. Thanks for making us your choice for news at 10. A convicted sex predator is headed to prison after admitting to multiple peeping Tom incidents in the neighborhood surrounding Colorado College.
He was also admitted to forcibly touching a Colorado College student at knife point. Tonight, we hear from that student, just one of the many victims of Troy Deck. KRDO 13's Emily Coffey is live in front of the El Paso County Courthouse with more after sitting in on Deck's sentencing hearing earlier today. Emily.
Yeah, it was definitely somber inside that courtroom, but there was definitely also a sense of triumph as the judge handed down Deck's sentence. The judge proclaiming him a sexually violent predator before handing him a sentence that could potentially mean life in prison. Troy Deck pleading guilty to unlawful sexual contact, stalking, aggravated robbery, and invasion of privacy. Deck was seen by at least 9 women living near the Colorado College campus last summer, peering in through windows, wearing a ski mask while snapping photos. But the most egregious charge was what he did to Naomi Brom.
It does bring me back to that moment that I was in where I didn't think that I was going to make it another day.
According to court records, Deck broke into Naomi's home through a window and touched her in a sexual manner at knife point before stealing her phone.
Because it is a life-altering thing that he did to me, and I think that's why I was so emotional about it.
Naomi giving a statement in court today, saying the incident has changed her life and stripped her of her sense of safety. Deck pleaded guilty to stalking another woman in the area. Investigators tracked his car to a victim's home multiple times last year before he was arrested in early January. But while justice was served today, Naomi says she and the other woman in this case will never be the same.
I think it's an important consideration that without my case, his maximum sentence was 6 to 8 years. And what he did to those other people are horrible acts that make people feel scared to go to work, go to school, do things that are a daily act of living.
Now, Deck was given a sentence of 22 years to life in prison, meaning that after he serves 22 years in the Department of Corrections, it will be up to a state parole board to see if he's ready to face the public. Reporting live in Colorado Springs, Emily Coffey, KRDO 13.